Hello everyone and welcome to the Darien Ice House. We have a hell of a matchup for you tonight. It's the Darien Blue Wave, the undefeated Blue Wave, against the one-loss New Canaan Rams. It's Dylan Pescator back from Arizona with two of my colleagues, Austin Platt from New Canaan and Ted Brennan from Darien. What's going on, guys? How we feeling?
Great game ahead of us tonight. New Canaan, a team, of course, just one loss on the year against Darien, a game that I think they feel that it wasn't their best effort, but ever since then, these two teams haven't lost. The goal differential is off the charts. It should be great. The second of three matchups on the year.
So let's set this one up. Darien, Ted, talk to us about it. Bellissimo, Raymond, who are you looking for?
You know, if I'm Darien, I'm looking for my top scorer with 2.17 points per game, Chelsea Donovan. She's got 7 goals on the year, 6 assists. I'd look for the offense to flow through her a little bit alongside Nell Niffen as well, a senior. So I'd look for Darien to, move the puck through Donovan and Niffen.
And Austin, let's go to you. Me and you, we both interviewed the captains of New Canaan, McKenna Harden, Courtney O'Connell, and Blythe Novick this week. And now, 3 of them will be on the ice to start this game. Who are you looking for them?
Well, if you go past the captains, obviously you have to look for Kaylee Harden, the junior, the younger sister of McKenna Harden, but some other people that you wouldn't think. How about the junior line that I've seen a lot from this year that, of course, Coach Buellen has liked as well? Jade Lowe, Maddie Cloud, and Caitlin Tully. Tully, one of the players that the captain said were one of the biggest surprises on the year, and let's get ready for this one.
All right. Ref signals. He's ready to go. New Canaan's ready to go. The Blue Waves are ready to go, and we're ready to go. Let's do it. Kaylee Harden off the face-off, and she'll take it on in and dump it down deep. With her is Edwards. Goes to the right side corner, O'Connell. She'll put it back behind the net. Harden, the junior. With control, lose it to Bellissimo, and she'll get it out to the neutral zone. CC Sign with it now for Darien, behind her own net. Little bit of a shake-up here for Darien. It is not Claire Haupt in net, it is Ella Whitcomb. Ted, we don't see that often.
No, not at all. Sometimes you just got to get a different look, more favorable matchups depending on who you're playing. So I'm sure Tropsa has a plan putting in a different goalie.
Harden with the along left side board. She dumps it out and back to the neutral zone it goes. Stein takes it to the right and dumps it in. Darien will go for a full change. Austin, you've been watching these girls as they take it up the left side the entire season. Only one loss in their first game against this Blue Wave team. What are you looking for as they come from that game? What have they got better at?
Well, they've gotten just so much better, I think, scoring and playing better defense and winning battles in the neutral zone. That was one of the biggest reasons. They played a very sloppy first and second period. Really, the first half of the game was really, really bad. And it was Darien's first game of the year in that first matchup. Didn't win a lot of face-offs, not a lot of neutral zone battle wins. They've gotten a lot better at that, and I want to see that tonight if this New Canaan team wants to win. It's
really hard to score goals against these two teams, but these two teams are now going against each other. 2-1 in their first matchup, and now here's their second. Kelly Benson along the left side. She's a senior coming back from boarding school for her senior year here at New Canaan High School. Nell Niffen along the right side board. She'll dump it in.
Niffen, hell of an athlete. She's captain of the soccer team, captain of the hockey team, and captain of the girls lacrosse team. Hell of an athlete. Seen
a lot of crossovers here. There's a shot on net to Novick. She can't cover, but it goes to the corner. Amanda Benson, sister of Kelly, passed it to her sister. She'll dump it in, but didn't reach the red. It will be an icing. 2 minutes and 3 seconds into this one. Austin, I pointed out a stat as we were going through our prep. How hard is it just to score on Darien?
Well, Darien, it's practically impossible. I mean, you look at it this year, 44 goals they've scored, just 5 against. One of them was against that New Canaan team, a perfect 6-0. They're plus 39, and last year they were plus 61 through 20 games, and here they are through 6 games, halfway through this shortened season, and they're already halfway there in terms of goal differential.
Lowe gets it out. Here's a breakaway. Flato trying to catch up to it. She does, but can't get a shot off.
That was good stick work by Clark there to break up that breakaway.
Here's Flato again, tries to kick it to herself, trying to pass it across. It does, a shot saved by Whitcomb. Jade Lowe trying to get the offense started early, but a great save by the netminder of the Blue Wave. Now another shot on net, saved by Whitcomb, and she has it. We got some action here early, boys.
That was that junior line I was talking about that Coach Buellen has been loving this year. That was actually Caitlin Tully, number 15 there, that had a couple opportunities, and then Jade Lowe had another shot. She was the one that scored the only goal in that 1-0 game last year that was played between the two in early January.
We heard Tully from a lot of the captains being a standout player on this second line as Kroll throws it in front now to Harden. Harden on her backhand, the left side circle. Still going around, tries to throw it to the corner, couldn't find Kroll, and now it's Courtney O'Connell behind the net. She described this team as a family when we spoke to her. Kroll behind the net. Had Courtney in front, but great defense here from Toscano. Now to the corner, Edwards trying to get it out, and she does the neutral zone. Courtney O'Connell dumped it right back in, and that first line of New Canaan will go for a change. Ravosa to our D partner, but New Canaan picks off the pass and back to the Darien zone. Forecheck is big for New Canaan, Austin.
Yeah, it certainly is, and they struggled in that first game. They've looked a lot better here so far, trying to win pucks and get the puck around the boards and trying to find someone in the
Here's Benson
middle.
in front, a shot off Whitcomb's stick. It's in the slot and cleared out by Edwards.
Dylan, I've noticed that Darien's having a little trouble getting it out of their own zone, and I wonder how much that will continue as we progress through this game and how much it helps New Canaan get some shots on net.
Coaches always say they want to allow one-and-done opportunities, one shot, and they get it out, and that's so important, especially in the sport of hockey. Back on the left side goes Clark. Tries to pass it across the boards, finds Donovan. As you said, Ted, almost averaging, 2 points per game.
Yeah, Donovan, 7 goals, 6 assists. She's going to find her way to the net, whether that's scoring or helping out her teammates.
Benson along the left side boards. Good pass over to Cloud. Maddie Cloud gets it in, not all the way in though. And Clark will dump it out to the neutral zone. Both teams very depthful, running 2 to 3 lines depending on the game. Here's a battle in the corner. Going to be Tully back on the ice with Lowe in that junior line that Austin was talking about. Tully behind the net, defended by Clark. Bellissimo also in there. Nell Niffen now tries to get it out. Along the left side boards, finds her teammate, and Darien does. Right to the stick of a New Canaan defender, and Jay Lowe will put it right back in. Austin, how much does dumping the puck in give your line and team that time to change so you're not caught?
It's so huge, and against some of these weaker teams that we see, both New Canaan and Darien, they can just dump the puck in and everyone can go for a change, and the opponent is left in their own zone for a minute 30 seconds, even 2 minutes at times, and you get so tired that eventually the puck's going to be put in the back of the net.
Here's Clark, takes it behind her own net. Now along the boards, Kelsey Brown. Brown takes a check. In the slot, it's Clark. She can't get it out. Here's Kaylee Harden. She throws it in front. It's loose in the slot, and Whitcomb does find it and cover.
Darien still having trouble getting it out of their zone early on. I mean, we're almost a little over 5 minutes into this game, and we haven't seen a ton of offense from Darien. A lot of trying to get it out of their zone, and New Canaan's just doing a great job finding the puck and getting it back into the offensive zone.
And Ted, you and the DAF Media crew has done a great job, covering all the home games for these girls. It's been mostly blowouts for every team they played against New Canaan. Just in this game, they can't get that pressure that they have facing these other teams in the FCIAC.
Yeah, I mean, look, when you're playing some teams and you have some blowouts, it's not going to be always high-intensity situations, so you might have a couple lapses here and there. And when you play a team like a New Canaan who is very strong, of course, the one loss coming against Darien, you're going to have some trouble when the intensity picks up from different teams. So, Darien early struggling a little bit early, but, we'll look to see how they turn it around.
Edwards dumps it on in deep. The freshman Lexi Tully to get it. Now New Canaan to try to get it out of their own zone. They do it with Courtney O'Connell on the right side boards. A nice pass to Kaylee Harden at the neutral zone. Harden collects. It's going 1-on-4. Harden takes a shot, patted away by Whitcomb. She gets a shot on net. Now some good forechecking here. Catherine Rayer, another freshman. Back out at the point. A shot goes wide. Now back at the slot. Here's Flato. Shouldered there by Massey. And Darien does get out here, and here's Edwards. Edwards in a one-on-one opportunity. Take it to her forehand. Her shot is blocked and directed to the corner.
about 3 freshmen on there for New Canaan. You look at Maisie Koo, Lexi Tully, both on defense, and then Catherine Rayer. Rayer was unanimously, the captain said, a player, an X factor going forward. They immediately said Catherine Rayer, and the 2D that are freshmen, both Koo and Tully, younger sisters of the forwards. Unbelievable job they've done this year.
Here's Kate Bellissimo to her forehand, loses it. Harden on defense. Thrown to the corner, now Niffen with it. Tries to find someone in the slot. It goes back to the point. Kept in by Clark. Clark tries to put it in deep. The puck goes over her stick, so icing will be waved off, or it will be called. It was a hard dump out by the New Canaan forward. So it'll go back to the New Canaan defensive zone, and Darien will have a chance with some tired Ram players on the ice. 7:26 left in this first. And Austin, what are you seeing from this New Canaan team so far, almost halfway through the first?
This is an exact flip-flop of the first game that they played this year. New Canaan has the rest. They haven't played in over a week. They played Greenwich last Saturday in a convincing 2-0
A shot
win.
here on net is blocked away by Novik. Now to Niffen in the corner to the slot. It's blocked and brought out by Tully.
Finally, a good offensive set for Darien. Unfortunately for them, unable to convert. But, you know, you had Niffen there, and Niffen's one of your best passers and best scorers, so she's going to have a way to find the net. And I believe it was Donovan on that shot, and she's leading the team in points. And
Now here's a 2-on-1 developing. A great play there by McKenna Harn. She put her stick out and stopped that 2-on-1 immediately. That was Ala Duane, actually. As the Rams break back in, they dump it in. It was deflected, the referee says, so icing will be waved off. Some nice moves by the Blue Wave. Gets the puck out to the neutral zone. Kaylee Harden gets caught up in the corner at the blue line trying to get in deep, but they do. Delayed offside called, so New Canaan will have to touch up, and here's Darienne's rush. That neutral zone is sometimes called the most important zone by hockey coaches. Completing passes in there or giving it away can make or break a game. Courtney O'Connell tries to get in deep. She does, and she gets it right back. Plays the puck off the boards behind the net. Now tries to find someone in the slot. Kroll's there, but she can't find control. And here's a breakout as Maggie Bellissimo takes on the left side. The freshman goes to her backhand. Battling with the senior and McKenna Harden. New Canaan over the right side. A slot pass. Finds Kaylee Harden 6. She can't find it in her skates, though, and there's a turnover. Now Edwards going to dump it on in deep.
Got 2 sister pairings on this Darien team in Gretchen and Lucy Edwards and Maggie and Kate Bellissimo.
Now back over to Stein. Stein tried to find Edwards. It got caught up in her skate. And it goes back into the neutral zone and into the New Canaan zone. Whitcomb might have to play this one as the puck goes back in the Darien zone. Icing waved off as Clark will play it. Tries to put it along the wall, evades 2 New Canaan forwards and goes over to Stein. Stein turns it over in her own zone. Here's Catherine Rayer on her backhand. Tries to throw it in front. It gets deflected behind the net. Now she does throw it in front and no one was there. Benson a little bit late. Maddie Cloud now. It's brought down the corner, no call. Catherine Rayer along with it. Behind the net. Toscano gets out toward the left side. A pass across to Edwards didn't connect, and New Canaan just keeps it at the line. Or do they? Offside is the call here. 4:44 left in this first period. We'll have a neutral zone face-off. It seems from that first 5 minutes that New Canaan had that offensive dominance that now is starting to become, a more neutral zone, not one-way type of game.
Yeah, I mean, New Canaan obviously had that rest, as I mentioned. Darien's last game was on Wednesday, and New Canaan came out the stronger team, but Darien's starting to figure them out.
Face off here, win by the Rams, but a turnover. Here's Nell Niffen on her forehand, goes into the circle, takes a shot, it goes wide. Kate Bellissimo also on this line. Here's a turnover, now a breakaway. Tully for New Canaan, makes it through. Whitcomb with the save, and it goes wide. A great defensive back check there by the Blue Wave defender.
Yeah. Whitcomb already proving that she was the right choice so far for Coach Jamie Tropsa, putting her in net. And we'll see if she can continue getting a ton of saves as she has so far in this first period.
Here's Kate Bellissimo to her forehand. She takes a shot. It goes over the net. Cloud tries to get out. She can't. Still battling in that corner. Low with Niffin. Left side boards. A nice move there by the New Canaan forward, that is, and now she makes it into her offensive zone and dumps it in. That's the freshman Lexi Tully, Austin. You've watched her this year. What do you see from her?
Excellent on defense as well.
Here's a chance and a goal! Courtney O'Connell in the slot. 1-0 Rams, and they get on the board with 3:36 left in the first.
Guess I jinxed it there.
Made it through Wickham's 5-hole. A turnover by the Darien defender, and New Canaan took advantage. After all their hard work in this period, they finally see a result on the scoreboard.
That's something we've talked about in this first period, is that Darien turnovers having trouble getting it out of their own defensive zone, and New Canaan made them pay there right through the 5-hole of Whitcomb.
Now Darien looking to come back with some offensive power of their own. Down the left side goes Harden. She's pumping her legs, getting to that top speed. Harden to the corner, gets taken down by the other number 4, Descano. Goes right back to Kaylee Harden. The junior, she puts below the net for Kroll. Kroll can't control, and Darien will get it out with a clear.
This was kind of that Darien first goal that they conceded. It was kind of like what happened with New Canaan. Just couldn't complete passes, couldn't get it out of their own zone. A turnover came right to O'Connell in the slot, and a quick wrister beat the backup netminder in Whitcomb. And New Canaan has that elusive first goal.
And that's so big in these games, Austin, where you're playing, or Ted, where you're playing such, a rival and a team that you match up so well with. Getting that first goal and getting that momentum on your side.
So big. I'm pretty sure all 4 meetings going back to last year, whoever scored the first goal has won the game. Actually, that FCIAC final, New Canaan scored the first goal on a power play, but Darien won. But for the most part, with these two teams, whoever scores first ends up winning the game at the end.
Back to the neutral zone it goes. Benson can't control. Nell Niffin can't either. Bellissimo, she can't get it in deep. Now some nice moves by the Darien forward here, gets it into the zone. Ice might be a little wet today after a few games before, and New Canaan now has a rush of their own. Here's Tully. She tried to dump it in to find Benson. Benson and Niffin come to meet in the corner. Now Lexi Tully tries to get in deep. She can, and a clear by Clark. That'll go for an icing. And New Canaan continues their dominance on the forecheck. What a line of freshmen. What confidence of Coach Rich Buellin in his 21st season to put all, 3 out of 5 skaters on the ice as freshmen at one time.
It's unbelievable. And you look at some of the upperclassmen, sophomores and juniors that played last year that just aren't getting the time. Shows you the confidence that they have in the freshmen. Of course, we know that the depth is the reason why this team is so successful, and they won FCIAC and states 2 years ago because of that.
Depth is the name of the game as Edwards dumps it in deep. Darien's got to find something here. It's been all New Canaan here in the first. Saturday night here at the Darien Ice House. Toscano dumps it back in deep. She'll go for a change. Then it comes right back to her. She didn't come off. Her glove came off, though. She got it back to her, and New Canaan blocks the shot. Goes to the corner. Pass up ahead. Here's Tully, one-on-one. Tully gets a shot off, and she scores! Caitlin Tully makes it 2-0. Right through the 5-hole again. They found a spot. 2-0 New Canaan.
What a move there by the junior Caitlin Tully. What a year she has had. Probably the most surprising player on this team when you look at work output. Now that's her 6th goal on the year. And what a great move. It was actually a great defensive play as well. Give credit to Morgan Massey, the sophomore. Made a nice poke check, but found the 5-hole and executed. And that's a huge goal. 2-0 New Canaan with 95 seconds to go in the period.
Her 6th goal of the year in Austin. When we spoke with these captains, what did they tell us about her? Her injury last year stopped her from playing, but she was out there, through physical therapy, through recovery, as Novik makes a save, and she came back, and now she's looking better than ever.
They said she didn't even skip a beat, and the work that she's put in this year has certainly made up for the lost time last year, and what a great move by Buellin. Of course, he's done a great job with the lines as well, putting her on one of the top lines alongside Cloud and Jade Lowe, the all-junior line, which has certainly made Coach Buellin proud this year.
Here's another rush for New Canaan. Here's Harden trying to fend off a defender. It gets it on net. Whitcomb directs it to the corner. Clark, she's got a lot of big minutes in this game. Harden still battling. taking her to the boards. Tried to find O'Connell, goes back out to the point. Benson. Benson takes a shot, caught by Whitcomb, and cleared out by Darien. Nell Niffen with it. Makes a nice move around Benson, but can't keep control, and here's Benson once again. Kelly Benson to her forehand, defended by Clark. Tries to put one on net. It's loose in the slot, now behind the net. Kelly Benson on her backhand. And the puck finds Donovan, and she'll clear. Donovan defended by Rayer. Dumps it in for McKenna Harden to go chase after her. 30 seconds left in this first period. Some battling in the neutral zone. Taking it is Brown. The sophomore tries to take a shot. It gets deflected off the skate of McKenna Harden and behind the net. Now thrown in front. Back to the point. Another shot caught by Novick and covered. 11 seconds left here. We see some urgency from Darien, but it's really been all New Canaan in this period, Ted. I think they were just overwhelmed and, not really motivated after playing such, blowout fashion games.
Look, Darien looks really, really tired out here. You can see it every change. There's just no rest in between the line changes, and they're just having some sloppy passes, and they can't control the puck. And, if you can't control the puck, you're not going to score.
Here's a chance. Pass across for Tully. Tully from Lowe. Jay Lowe makes a stop on the dime, throws it on net. Whitcomb makes the stop, and that's the end of one. 2-0 New Canaan on goals by Courtney O'Connell and Caitlin Tully. We'll be back in a few seconds as there is no intermission between the first and second in girls hockey in the FCIAC, but 2-0 to start. Dylan Pescator, Ted Brennan, and Austin Platt here on the DAF Network.
Monday on the DAF Media Network, the Darien girls ice hockey team faces off against Wilton, Norwalk, and McMahon.
Darien strikes again.
6 o'clock on the DAF Media Network.
And we're back for the second period. Both teams will switch sides. The second period is the period of the long change. It's Dylan Pescator, Ted Brennan, and Austin Platt on DAF Media Network. It's 2-0 New Canaan after one. Let's go to Austin first. What did you see from New Canaan? What did you love from that period, Austin?
Well, New Canaan was just ready to play, and you look at, for Darien and really both the teams, it's hard to motivate yourself after going through all these easy games against these teams. And it's hard for a team to motivate themselves. And when you can, you have that week off. Mentally, you can prepare. Physically, you can prepare. Have that time off and get ready. And that's kind of the opposite of what happened in the first game. That was in Darien's first game. And then when you look on the schedule, first game against New Canaan, you got to prep.
And Ted, let's go over to you. I mean, this Darien team has really run through this entire season with barely any, speed bumps. Now it's their first speed bump.
We've mentioned this all period. They just haven't controlled the puck, and they just, as I mentioned earlier, if you can't control the puck, you're not going to score. So, I'd look for Darien to really try and tighten up their mistakes And it wasn't necessarily a bad first period. It's just that if they can start connecting on some more passes and start handling the puck a little bit better, you're going to see the Darien team that we've seen all year long having these big blowout games. Of course, it won't be a big blowout as this is a tough rivalry game for Darien, but I would expect Darien to turn it on in this second period, get some goals here, and make it close.
They're going to have to. No penalties so far in this game, so Darien hasn't been able to bring out their big power plays. The puck goes in front of the slot. Courtney O'Connell tried to take a shot at it. She couldn't control. Now Darien tries to clear it out. They do. Back to the corner. Bellissimo. Over to the right side, she has Donovan on her line. Back out point, Stein. Stein over to Massey. Takes a shot, and she scores! Morgan Massey. Just a minute and 8 into the second period. It's 2-1.
That's her second goal in the year, and there was a great blue line pass. And like I said just a few seconds ago, if they can start connecting on passes, they're going to find some holes in this New Canaan defense, and that's exactly what they did. Massey scoring there, her second of the year.
Yeah, she got a screen in front as well from Chelsea Donovan, the sophomore. I don't think it went off of her, but Novik clearly didn't see it, and that puck was in the back of the net. It's exactly what Darien needs, a lifeline.
That was big. You can only think of the speech that Coach Tropsa gave between periods, and now here's another chance for Darien. Donovan to her forehand, takes a shot, saved by Novik. She can't cover. It's still loose. Now to the corner. Harden along the wall. She gets it out.
That was a good play there by Donovan, trying to do it a little bit herself. Bit of a one-on-2, one-on-one matchup. And you know, Donovan, as we mentioned before, 2.17 points per game. She's going to find the net one way or the other, and she was looking to do that there. Couldn't convert.
Harden along the wall, helped out by Ray. Icing waved off. Stein. Just 2 minutes into this high-scoring game. 2-1 so far. Benson with it in her own zone. D partner is Tully. Gets it out along the wall to the neutral zone. Stein can't control. Here's Caitlin Tully. Has a goal already tonight. Throws it in front. Back to the D-man in Lexi Tully, her sister. Comes in front. Whitcomb goes down. Goal comes off its moorings. And the whistle is pressed, not blown in COVID times, Austin.
Very odd noises, obviously, with the whistles. It's hard to hear sometimes, but we heard a lot of whistles in that first game of the year. There were probably about 10 penalties, honestly.
And now we have none so far.
A very clean game by both sides.
I guess the refs got some messages from both coaches that they should let the girls play a little bit more. Courtney O'Connell on a back check with Tully. Tully along the wall, comes out in the slot. Donovan, she controls, takes a shot, it's blocked. Another shot goes just wide.
Yeah, if you're Donovan there, you got 3 people right in front of you. Maybe not the best opportunity to take a shot, but you know, she's trying to help her team, trying to find a goal, make it a tie game.
Tully goes down. Now a move here for Darien. Penalty is called. Jade Lowe trips up Bellissimo, and as I just said a minute ago, there's been no penalties. Now we have our first, and here's a chance for Darien to tie it up.
The announcer curse, Dylan.
We just jinxed it. It was only a matter of time before that happened. But New Canaan's got to really kill this penalty off. Hasn't been a terrible start to the period, but when you give up a goal, it doesn't help your confidence at all.
Face-off win by Darien. Raymond back to Stein. Now to Raymond, she walks in, takes a shot, it's called by Novik. She's had a tough time covering, and she can't hear. It's still loose. Toscano pointing at it. The puck's in the net, but it's waved off. The whistle was blown. The ref said that Novik had control. As we take another look here.
Tough to tell from that angle if Novak had control, but of course we got to trust the refs on that one.
They know more than us, and they said it was covered, so it was covered. We had a little bit of a experience with that in the Darien boys game today against Fairfield Co-op. That one was a little bit more easier to see, as the ref made a mistake on that one as New Canaan wins this draw, but it goes back out to the point sign. Sign over to Raymond, left side boards, Harden on her. Now Toscano, back to Raymond. Raymond shoots, deflected into the pad of Novik. Now back out to Raymond. She shoots again. Novik makes the stop. They're attacking that short side of Novik a lot.
Yeah, certainly looking for a rebound as well. Of course, when that first goal goes in, you see traffic in front was the reason why that puck goes in. That's, of course, what a coach is going to want to continue to tell his players. It's a good start to the power play here, just 32 seconds in.
Bellissimo on the draw with Benson. It's tied up. Canaan hasn't gotten it out of the zone just yet. As I say it, Benson gets it out of the zone. 1:13 left on this penalty kill. Nell Niffen in her own zone. Forecheck by Courtney O'Connell. Pass cut by McKenna Harden. And she gets it in deep and does her job. Also, they're putting the freshman Maisie Koo on this penalty kill in such a big game.
Yeah, she's been on with McKenna Harden. They've been deep partners basically throughout the whole year. First couple of games, Amanda Benson, that is, was with Harden. But as we mentioned, Coach Buell loving what he's seeing from his freshmen, and Maisie Koo is certainly no exception.
Seems as though that first power play unit of Darien had an easier time getting into the zone as Darien moves in. Here's Bellissimo. Takes behind the net looking for a pass in front. Guarded by Koo. Back out point Stein. Back to Bellissimo. In front is Donovan. Takes a shot. It's deflected. Now still loose, and Novik makes the save as the puck came up. 10:20 left in the second period. It's going to be a mask break. A quick one at that. 15 seconds left in this power play for Darien. On the PK will be Caitlin Tully, Maddie Cloud, Lexi Tully, and Amanda Benson. Toscano on the draw here for the Blue Wave.
Darien's gotten some great opportunities in this power play, but New Canaan holding strong so far. Only about less than 10 seconds here. And it looks like New Canaan will kill it off.
Tully, the freshman, taking it herself and dumps it in. That's the end of the power play. We're back to even strength. 10 to go in the second. Tully on the forecheck along with Lowe. Darien trying to get out. Lexi Tully keeps it in. She's had a great game so far. Comes out to the high slot with Maddie Cloud. She shoots. It goes off the pad of Whitcomb. A lot of traffic in front. It's hard to say if Whitcomb even had an eye on that one. Darien gets it out, and Tully will have to go chase. Icing waved off. Behind her net, she flips it. Goes to Jade Lowe in her own zone. Finds Caitlin Tully in the neutral zone. Tries to get in deep and gets it into the Darien zone where Stein will control.
As soon as it came back to even strength, Darien having a tough time getting it out of that zone. So that power play might prove costly if they can't get another goal here or they let in a third.
Power plays are so rare, but they're so important, especially in such big games like this. Harden on the forecheck. Amanda Benson will step up at the red. She loses it. Now there's a 2-on-1 for Darien. A pass misses. Donovan's stick delayed offside. Darien will have to touch.
Once again, just a missing pass there. Could prove costly.
Here's Bellissimo bringing into the zone. A shot deflected to the corner. Donovan now. Puck taken by Kaylee Harden. She tries to make a pass to Courtney O'Connell, and she'll say, go catch it. She does. Courtney O'Connell with a move to her backhand. She loses it. Almost a highlight reel goal there by the senior captain. Now Toscano the other way. Back-to-back action. Toscano with a shot. Patted away by Novik. Now over to Bellissimo. She tried to center it. McKenna Harden behind the net. Over to Kelly Benson. Her stick fails her. Toscano on the left side boards. Comes back out to the slot, and clearing it will be Kroll. Referee says it was deflected, and no icing will be called.
New Canaan's got to avoid these 2-on-2 or even 3-on-2 rushes going the other way. As you mentioned, Ted, Darien's not completing these passes, but it's only a matter of time before they will.
And Austin, we asked McKenna Harden who is the toughest forward to defend in the FCIAC, other than her sister, who that was her first answer. Who was it?
It was Kate Bellissimo easily of Darien, and of course her sister as well, Maggie, would be another player you would think on that list.
Here is Maggie behind the net. Throws it in front. It's patted away by Novik and the stick of Amanda Benson. Kate Bellissimo. She loses it. Here's Rayer. She's going to have to catch up to it. A great defensive play there by Morgan Massey, the goal scorer. She just took away a 2-on-1 or a 2-on-0. Offside now called. Ted, what a defensive play.
Yeah, one of the things that Kelly Raymond, senior captain for Darien, talked about is that they lost a lot of key older girls on the defensive side of things. And I asked about their expectations for them. They lost Colleen Cassidy, one of a huge piece of this Darien defense. But I asked Kelly about their expectations for this year, and she said that so many girls have stepped up and played out of their expectations. And so far, we've seen, or at least in the second period, we've seen this younger Darien defense step up to the challenge.
Past the halfway mark here in the second period. 7 to go. Amanda Benson can't get out on her first try. She does it on her second. Caitlin Tully trying to start a rush, but offside called once again, and we have a player down. Maddie Cloud slowly gets back up to her feet. Of course, we want to keep the safety of all players in this game. Maddie Cloud, one of the biggest centers on this Ram squad, as the first line comes back out for New Canaan. Kroll on the face-off. Toscano for the Blue Wave. Darien wins it, and Stein will dump it right back in. Tully gets the puck taken from her by Edwards. Lucy Edwards back out point Stein. Back to Edwards, but she can't control it, goes behind the net. Raymond working along with Edwards. Puck comes back out to Amanda Benson. She'll try to find Courtney O'Connell, who wasn't paying attention, and Darien gains control once again in the neutral zone and dumps it right back in. This is more of the Darien hockey we've seen this season, Ted.
Yeah, they're putting pressure on New Canaan, which you love to see, especially because they're down, and they're starting to complete more passes. And like I've said previously, as that one was taken away, bit of announcer's jinx there, but the more passes they complete, the better offensive sets they're going to have. So, you'll look to see a little bit more completed passes.
Kroll tried to find someone in the slot. Harden took a shot. It got deflected to the corner. Donovan makes a pass, and now Darien breaks out. Harden, a flat pass to Kelly Benson. Chasing after it is Rayer. Catherine Rayer tried to throw it in front. Her pass was blocked down, but New Canaan keeps it in. Tully to Rayer. Tried to throw it in front of Benson. She couldn't find it. Harden can't keep it in. It goes out to the neutral zone, where Darien will recover. Here's Brown. Throws it to the side of net. Harden will take it on her backhand. It's a tired forward group for New Canaan as they'll look for one more rush on this shift. Harden taking it herself. She'll dump it in and go for a change. 5:10 to go in this second period. Cross-ice pass finds the stick of McKenna Harden. She can't get it out. Her stick failed her, but the ref said she did. Another offside call here as we're starting to get more neutral zone play here.
We've seen a lot of this third line for New Canaan, and going back over the years, New Canaan, a team that plays 2, maybe 3 lines, and they've incorporated this third line very nicely this year. That line with the senior of Kelly Benson, and then of course with Ray Her, the freshman, and Flato, the junior. It's been a great line all year, versatility, and of course they don't turn the puck over a lot.
Niffen to the left side boards. Darien with a cross-ice pass. Here's Bellissimo. Raymond takes a shot. It's high and wide. Hits the boards, now goes to the corner. Darien keeps it in. Here's Edwards. Throws it in front. Benson behind the net. Lexi Tully loses the puck. Raymond tries to throw it in front. Now Lucy Edwards, right side boards. Goes back out point, Niffen. Now over to Stein. Stein takes a shot. It's deflected off low into the corner. Here's this Darien pressure that they put on. Back out to Niffen. It makes it through to Novik. A softer shot as Tully had a great job closing in on the shooter. And that's another save for Blythe. Darien has had a really shot mentality here in the second period, trying to put pucks on net here, Ted.
I mean, they're down 1. Why wouldn't you have a shot mentality? And that Massey goal in the beginning of the second period, I think, really reinvigorated this Darien team. We've seen a completely different Darien team in this second period. So if they're, if they're shot happy, let them be shot happy because they're down 1. They need a second goal, and especially if New Canaan's going to get pressure like right now, you don't want to give up a third goal beforehand.
A lot of bodies going everywhere. Sticks on the ice. No arms up by the referee. Puck goes back out to McKenna Harden, the senior captain. Flips it over to Kaylee Harden, her sister. Makes a few moves and throws it on in deep. Puck goes back out to Maggie Bellissimo. She can't get it out. Whitcomb has to make a save on a Courtney O'Connell shot. Harden stands up at the red line. Harden over to Koo. Koo to the neutral zone to Benson. Benson moves in on her forehand. Benson to her backhand. She shoots. Saved by Whitcomb. It's loose in the crease. Now back out Koo. She takes a shot. It's wide. Some pressure here by New Canaan as the puck goes back out to Amanda Benson. She keeps it in, finds a Darien stick, and they'll get it out. What a sequence, Austin.
It's a great sequence there from New Canaan. What do you know? It's that third line that I was talking about. We've seen them play so much.
And we're going to have a penalty. There was a tangle up between Koo and Donovan, and it's going to be for interference. Let me see who they collared. They collared Amanda Benson. So another Darien power play. Their second of the period and second of the game.
Yeah, on that last power play for Darien, they took a lot of short side shots trying to get it to that right post of New Canaan. And we'll see if they'll try to match that mentality here. And they had some of their best opportunities all game on the power play. It'll be interesting to see if they can replicate some of that success and cut down the lead to make it a tie.
It's going to be Toscano, Edwards, Raymond, Stein, and Massey on the power play unit for Darien.
Some of their best goal scorers.
Back out to Stein. Backhand pass to Raymond. She throws it on net. Saved by Novick. The rebound by Toscano. And Novick makes the stop and gets a head tap by her teammates.
Yeah, that was a great save there by Novick. Toscano was right there off the rebound from Raymond. And a good job by the New Canaan goaltender.
So we're going to have a minute and 50 of power play time for Darien, depending if they score, and then about a little less than a minute of regulation time. Back out to the point. Stein. She loses it. Great defense there by Maddie Cloud. Gets it back out to the neutral zone. Darien will reset. Stein, drop pass. Edwards. Lexi Tully now on for the PK for New Canaan. Toscano behind the net. She has Edwards in front, kept in by Stein. She takes a shot. It's blocked away by Harden's stick. Darien keeps it in, though. To the corner goes Tully and Bellissimo. They go down. Toscano in front, can't make the deflection. It goes over to Raymond on the right side. Raymond makes a move. She's taken down, and another penalty. Now we're getting the ref's arms going. So we're going to have a 5-on-3 here for a minute and 8 before 5-on-4, depending if there's a goal, of course. This is the biggest opportunity of the game for Darien, Ted.
Darien has to make this opportunity count. You're not going to get a ton of 5-on-3s here. So if I'm Jamie Tropsa, regardless of what your line's coming in this, I'm putting your top 3 goal scorers on this line. I don't think he'll do that because, unfortunately, I don't think that's how his lines are going to work. But if I'm Darien, you have to convert on either the 5-on-3 or the 5-on-4.
Shot here from Darien. Deflection. They score!
That was Niffin.
Niffin ties it up with 1:58 to go. She deflected a shot from the point. We're tied.
They didn't waste any time at all. How about that deflection right in the slot? One of the best ones you'll ever see, perfectly right off the bottom of the stick. Novick had absolutely no chance. Not only do they score a goal quickly, it's 2-2. They have another minute and 55 seconds, which will basically take us to the intermission with this game tied at 2. And if you're Darien, you're thinking, get a third goal here and get in the intermission potentially with the lead.
What a change of the game. And Austin, I didn't have time to even say this, but New Canaan put 2 freshmen on there on the 5-on-3.
Yeah, that's I don't know about that one from Coach Buellen. You can have a lot of confidence, but in a 5-on-3, you don't get many of those.
Here's Harden. Harden takes it away. She moves to the slot and loses control.
That was a beautiful goal by Niffin right there in the slot. Hits it down right through the 5-hole. And I'm sure her lacrosse skills helped her out with that. She's going to Colgate next year to play lacrosse. Some great hand-eye coordination.
That's a great point, Ted. Now back out to the point, Bellissimo. She finds it out of a group. Now back out to the point. A shot, and they score again!
Beautiful play there. Niffin had his screen. I can't tell who got the goal quite yet, but that was a beautiful goal. If we take a look.
She did not get it. It's going to be Bellissimo's goal.
Either way, that's the second screen that's been in front of Novik. And 3 well-deserved Darien goals, especially after what happened in the first period. You usually see, especially with no full intermission, the curse of the second period. You see a lot against a lot of these weaker teams. A team like New Canaan Darien goes up 2-0, something like that. The second period, the doors are blown wide open, and it's usually 5-6-0 at the end of the second period. But Darien's held on, and a great job by Coach Jamie Tropsa in between that little 2 minutes pep talk to get his team back in it.
2 power play goals in a matter of a minute for Darien, and they've taken the lead in this one.
There was some sisterly love there. It was Kate Bellissimo to Maggie Bellissimo on the scoring play there.
Raymond takes a shot, and that one goes out of play. After being 2-0 New Canaan, now it's 3-2 Darien. New Canaan must be kicking themselves for taking those penalties.
Yeah, and you look at it, obviously the last game between these two, I feel like half the game there was someone in the box, but it just can't happen. First period, very clean from New Canaan, and you can't give up a 5-on-3, let alone 1 penalty. And Darien does what a good team does, and you make you punish for your mistakes.
Back to the first line goes New Canaan. Less than a minute ago here in the second period. Bellissimo throws it on net. Novik's going to have to make a save there, and she does. Amanda Benson along the wall. Tries to find Kaylee Harden. She's been pretty quiet in this game so far. Now back over to Donovan. Donovan goes to the point in Massey. She has a goal already today. Donovan to the slot. Puck's deflected back out to the point in Massey. She'll put it back in deep. 20 to go. Bellissimo battling with Harden, 2 of the best forwards here in the FCIAC. Grace Kroll now playing some defense. Into the corner. Tried to go back out to the point was Maggie Bellissimo, but Morgan Massey was not ready, and she'll have to go chase. And that'll bring us to the end of 2. What a change in sport, what a change in motivation, what a change in momentum. 3-2 after 2. Darien came out firing those power plays at the end of the second, got them going. We will have a full intermission now between the second and the third. Before we come back, it's 3-2 Blue Wave. Stick with us. Dylan Pescator, Ted Brennan, Austin Platt on the DAF Media Network.
I'm proud of the work the Darien Foundation has done over the past 20 years. If you live here, our work has likely impacted you, your family, and your neighbors. Since our founding in 1998, we've provided more than $4.2 million in grants, which create opportunity for Darien's youth, support our town's safety and security services, and enhance the overall quality of life in Darien through collaboration with community organizations.
As a family that's relatively new to town and planning to make this our long-term home, I'm grateful to see my community and my family benefit from the Darien Foundation. When I learned that the edible gardens at the elementary schools, the generator at the Darien Library, and the playground by the Sound were all funded by the same organization, I raised my hand to get involved. I'm proud to support an organization whose impact I see every day in our schools and throughout our community.
So far this year, the Darien Foundation has awarded $138,000 in grants to enhance our community. In 2013, the Darien Community Association opened a 4-acre bird sanctuary thanks to a grant from the Darien Foundation. The serene wooded glade has attracted numerous birds, bees, and butterflies, as well as more than 200 school children and other visitors. This year, they added a new pondless waterfall, as well as more trees, plantings, signage, and benches. In 1976, the Darien Historical Society and Darien High School students built the Middlesex, an authentic replica of the 18th century whaleboats. These were used by local patriots in the Revolutionary War to fight the British Navy in Long Island Sound. The Darien Historical Society is restoring this artifact so that it can be part of Darien's upcoming 2020 bicentennial celebrations. The live turtle exhibit continues to be the most popular attraction for children at the Darien Nature Center, which welcomes over 16,000 visits annually. A new forest and pond ecosystem will allow visitors to engage with several species of turtle that will live together in a 50 square foot habitat that resembles their natural home.
This has been such a special collaboration between the Darien Nature Center and the Darien Foundation, because not only have they provided generous funding to us, but we've been able to meet with members of the foundation and our staff and talk about what is going to make the very best exhibit for the town of Darien, and we've really added value to the process by doing that.
The vast majority of food distributed by Person to Person is donated from local suppliers and businesses. A group of dedicated volunteers drives the brand new cargo van on these daily rounds, which each year account for more than $100,000 in collected food. Person to Person also has an extensive youth program, offering many Darien High School and middle school students their first experiences at volunteering.
Thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have a beautiful new van. We're very excited about it, not only because it's new and it's safe for those who are riding in it and driving and going to pick up all the food, but also it speaks to the support of the Darien Foundation, as well as speaks to what Person to Person does in the community.
For more than 20 years, the Darien Foundation has been investing in Darien, offering our town's youth, emergency services, and community organizations an avenue to pursue innovation and excellence. Collaboration with you, the members of our community, has been vital to our mission. Thank you for supporting the Darien Foundation. We are building a better Darien together.
Celebrating and supporting Darien athletes. That is a simple mission of the Darien Athletic Foundation. Broadcasting live from the field, DAF Media covers 125 games a year. All Darien teams, our youth, in our town, on our fields. Fields like the Center Oval and Upper Oval turfs, the JV softball field, and Stadium East, the longest turf in New England. All made possible by the Darien Athletic Foundation and its generous founders and donors. The Darien Athletic Foundation is not just committed to building our town's athletic infrastructure, it's improving the civic infrastructure for everyone to enjoy. The multimedia scoreboard, the snack bar pavilion, and the stadium lights, a $750,000 investment that makes Darien High School just the second school in Connecticut with LED lights. The Darien Athletic Foundation board is made up of local parents who know just how quickly it goes by. Its archives of more than 60,000 photos capture those precious moments of our young athletes as they strive to be their very best. The Darien Athletic Foundation has raised almost $9.5 million for our town and its kids, and it's not stopping there, as it continues to build a legacy for our youth as bright as their future, both on and off the field.
We are DAF Media, Darien's hometown source for sports, arts, and entertainment, established in 2017. We are Community, a volunteer-based organization that gives nearly 50 Darien High School students hands-on experience in video production. We are Cutting Edge, A STEM initiative, students use cameras, computers, sound equipment, and innovative software. We are live, streaming 120 events per year on our YouTube channel. We are on the stage. We are at the big games. We are on the field. We are in the gym. We are on the move, live streaming not only in Darien, but throughout southwestern Connecticut and the tri-state area. We are making a difference. We are DAF Media.
The Darien boys basketball team returns home after going 1-4. The Darien boys basketball team returns home after going 2-3 on their road trip. Tip-off 4:30 against Norwalk on the DAF Media Network.
And we are back here for the third period. Man, we got a good game so far. 2-0 New Canaan after one. Now 3-2 Darien after two. Still in Pescatore, Ted Brennan and Austin Platt here on the DAF Media Network, along with the wonderful crew, including Brain Shank, Damon Andrew, and all my other friends here behind the monitors.
Cole Murphy, Will Eriks, Kate DeMark helping out tonight.
Ted, we love to give shout outs here on the network. And now we have a wonderful third period coming up. Teams will switch sides. Once again, it'll be easier for their changes as they're fixing something with the New Canaan net here, the officials are. But what a change in events. 2-0 New Canaan after one, now 3-2 after two. Ted, you were calling for some real offense after one, and you got it.
Yeah, I mean, all they needed was a good offensive set where they saw the puck either get close or go into the net. And 25 seconds in, I believe it was 25 seconds in, Massey had that first goal right through the 5-hole, and that got the momentum shifted back to Darien, and they took advantage of it in the 5-on-3 and the 4-on-5.
The two power plays were very important to Darien getting this game tied and then taking the lead. Ice a little bit wet here. A lot of players going down as Kroll has it, and she throws it in deep, but Courtney O'Connell didn't have her stick. Clark, left side, finds Raymond. Edwards tries to get it out and does to the neutral zone.
Dylan, one thing I gotta wonder is if this wetter ice will favor New Canaan, as in that first period it was all New Canaan right after a Zamboni came on the ice and flattened it out. So I wonder if it'll favor New Canaan.
That's a good point, Ted. That first was all New Canaan. As another player goes down, Flato that is, or Rayer that is actually, and Benson with it along the left side boards. Now Koo. And also I want to talk to you, if we have some time, if Darien wants to chill it with the offensive talent that they have. Now New Canaan on the other hand. Here's a breakaway, a shot and a save by Whitcomb. Rayer, the freshman, Whitcomb I should say, with the blocker. Now thrown in front. Still loose in the slot.
Whitcomb
taken
settled
in by Bellissimo, and she'll clear it out.
Well, Whitcomb's settled in here after a shaky first period, and you know, if you're Coach Jamie Tropso, that's exactly what you want to see.
Now here's a chance for Canaan. The pass does not connect with Maddie Cloud off the stick of Jade Lowe. Cloud below the net, tries to throw it in front. It doesn't get anywhere but below the net. Stein trying to get out on the right side boards. It comes right back to her. The junior spin moves now, throws it off the leg pad of her own teammate Morgan Bellissimo. Maddie Bellissimo, I should say. There's so many, you know, twins, relatives on these two teams. They know each other so well.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to get it correct, you know. You don't want to have anybody saying, oh, Dylan said my name wrong.
Oh, it happens all the time, Ted. Trust me. Trust me, Ted. You wouldn't know.
I can second that from last year.
Kaylee Harden along the left side boards. Looking like Matt Barzell out there with that skating. His goal today was unbelievable. Back to the point. Harden takes a shot. Saved by Whitcomb. It's loose in the side of the net. Clark to the left side. McCain looking to get that offense back intact as here's Raymond on a break. She has Edwards with her. Raymond. Edwards, she can't control it.
That's a connection. They've been playing together for a very long time. I'm trying to read in my notes here. Since Lucy and Kelly have played hockey together since the inaugural year of the Ice Cats under-8.
Wow. Almost 10 years that'll be. Just couldn't connect on that pass. A collision at mid-ice shakes up McKenna Harden, and she'll play defense now on Kelly Raymond.
A lot of these Darien girls have been playing together for a very long time, specifically Lucy, Kelly, Nell, and Olivia. They've been playing together since they were 10 years old, and Bellissimo got into the mix when she came over from Hoboken, New Jersey in the 8th grade. So a lot of connections here surely helps this Darien team.
Pretty good decision there by Bellissimo to move from Hoboken to Darien, I would say. Back out to the point. It's thrown behind the net where Benson will go chase after it. Here's Kelly Benson. Tries to make it pass. It's guarded down. Neutral zone battle here. Tully along the boards. No one can gain control of it officially. And now Darien finally will with Stein. Stein tries to use her speed. She loses control. Tully tries to get out, but kept in by Niffen.
Stein, that's a hockey family. CC Stein's brother Matt Stein plays on the Darien boys team. I believe he also plays defense as well.
Must have some competition, see who can be on the ice for less goals during the season. Plus minus, big stat. Kicked ahead. Tully, now to Stein in her own circle. Tries to throw it out, she can't. Kept in by Lowe. Lowe shoots it, saved by Whitcomb. She had Cloud in front on the screen. Real good save. Now thrown in front, now to the slot. Lowe can't get the shot off. Great defense there and a stick lift by Chelsea Donovan.
We're finally starting to see a good shift here by both sides. You mentioned the ice was clean and we started to see a bit sloppy in the neutral zone with passes, but right there, Lowe's got to be closer to the slot. Was in the high slot there. It's got to move a bit closer to get a better shot.
Cloud couldn't get the deflection either on the low shot. Now a clear out here by Clark. It'll go for an icing. 10:06 left in this game. If New Canaan cannot tie it up at the end of 3. A clear momentum shift. 2-0 New Canaan after 1, now 3-2 after 2. And New Canaan's gonna have to get some offense. Austin, what names you looking for? Give me a surprise one. I don't want to hear the usual Kaylee Harden, the Courtney O'Connell. Give me a surprise name you're looking out for.
I'll go with Grace Kroll. It is on that first line, but
cheating me.
All right, I guess. But there's someone, a junior, who Coach Buellen put on this first line. Or last year was Maddie Cloud who played on that first, but I'll look for Grace Kroll in the first line, who haven't been out as much as in comparison to the other games, just because of the depth that New Canaan wants to play against Darien, but I'll take the junior, number 22 in black.
And Grace was hurt last year. She only played a limited amount of games, but now she's back, and here's a chance. Courtney O'Connell tries to make a move. It's loose in the slot. Kaylee Harden, and what a save by Whitcomb. She deflected it up to the net. A 2-on-0 almost. For New Canaan, they can't punch it home.
Yeah, New Canaan won that face-off there, held possession. Darien had some tired legs out there, and it was Harden and Grace Kroll there. And Kroll passed up on the opportunity to Harden, and a big save there from Whitcomb, the junior, who, as you mentioned, Ted, has really steadied herself in this second and third periods.
O'Connell went down there, and I thought she was going to pull a bit of an Ovi from the ground.
Courtney O'Connell is saved up. Rebound, oh, what a save by Whitcomb. She pulls out her left leg and makes the save on Kaylee Harden. 2 robberies on the junior forward by Whitcomb. She is standing up to this New Canaan offense. Now Nell Niffen with a shot, a save by Novick. Awesome goaltender play by both sides.
Yeah, each of them standing in between the pipes, taking the wood and knocking it away. And it looked like Niffen was going to get that one, but great save there by Novak.
Ted, it's interesting because I see Nell Niffen, playing defense below the circles, and then I see her on a breakaway. She really is like a two-way player.
Yeah, she's one of the two-way forwards that Darien prizes so much. And having a two-way forward like Niffen is just so beneficial to a team, especially with a younger defensive core. To have someone like Niffen who's played on this varsity team for, I believe, 4 years. Rough numbers. But to have someone who has some great experience going both ways definitely helps this young defensive core.
Here's Kelly Benson. Goes over to Tully. Puck deflected to the corner. Lexi Tully keeps it in. Over to Kelly Benson. Now to the slot. Punched away by Edwards. Now Amanda Benson. She has some offensive talent. Throws it back to her. Left side corner wall. Puck comes out to Darien. It goes to the neutral zone where New Canaan will dump, and they'll have to touch up. 8:45 left in this third period. Along the left wall to the neutral zone. Canaan doing a good job of not letting Darien break out in their first try, but here they go. Here's Edwards. She'll get it in deep.
Edwards going to Chapel Hill next year.
Austin, we know some people going to Chapel Hill. Tell the viewers.
Maybe not. Of course, both Hardens, McKenna the senior, and Kaylee the junior both going for lacrosse.
If you could believe they are better at another sport other than hockey, they are. Kelly Raymond with a slap shot. It's loose. It's still loose. Novik doesn't know where it is, and it's punched to the corner.
She's had some trouble hanging on to the puck.
She thought she definitely had that one, was looking at the referee, thinking, just waiting for the whistle. As New Canaan ices the puck here with exactly 8 to go in regulation. Play has really picked up here in this third period. Seen a lot better play. Darien a bit sloppy in that first period. New Canaan with the penalties in the second, but this third period, balancing act. A lot of opportunities for both sides, and two high-powered offenses trying to continue this high-scoring pace.
And Raymond, she pulled back on that slap shot. She was looking for some extra power on that one.
Flapper from the blue line.
Now here is New Canaan on a rush, but they go offside. Courtney O'Connell's not pleased.
She had her hand up right away. She was upset with that one.
Trying to use her speed, but a little bit too fast for the New Canaan rush. .7:52 left in the third. 3-2 Darien. Maddie Bellissimo on the left side wall. Out to the neutral zone. Lexi Tully will put a shot on net. Whitcomb blockers it aside. Now Niffen. Trying to start a rush of her own. She turns it over. Kaylee Harden. She had to wait for a second. Wait for a linemate to get back into the neutral zone. Puck battle won by Benson. Tried to make a move. Now loose in the slot. Benson can't get it. Niffen with the clear.
And looking up and down both these rosters, of course, Darien, Ted, as you mentioned, filled with two-way players. And if there's one player on New Canaan, it's Amanda Benson. We've seen her score some great solo
Here's
goals.
Kaylee Harden takes a shot. Didn't get all of it, but I feel like we have a penalty, and we do.
There
First
we go.
New Canaan power play.
I believe Maggie Bellissimo is going to get hit with the penalty. I'm going to be completely honest with the viewers. I do not know what that call is. I'm going to go with it's some sort of roughing or checking penalty because I believe there is no cross-checking in high school hockey.
Girls hockey, yes. So it was a checking call on Maddie Bellissimo. And now here's New Canaan's first power play chance. Back out point, Tully. Tully over to Cloud. Cloud moves on in, takes a shot. Saved by Whitcomb. Now back out point, Tully. Tully switches it over to her sister, Caitlin Tully. Now side of the net, backhand try. Amanda Benson can't get it to go. Below the net, Edwards. She can't get out. It meets the stick of Tully and cleared by Raymond.
That was huge for Darien, especially with the young defense out there right now. And Darien's going to look to kill again, and that was huge for them after a couple of shots came close to the net. But again, a great job by Whitcomb, who has definitely steadied her play in the second and third period.
Interesting here how Coach Buellin hasn't gone to his big, offensive talents in this first unit of the power play.
Yeah, your first power play on the night, just trying to see what works. Of course, you had plenty of power plays in that first meeting against Darien, so it's all about the matchups.
Now back out point. Here's Courtney O'Connell. Here's one of those offensive talents. She has it below the net. Looking for a passing partner. Finds it. Now back to her. Courtney O'Connell takes a shot. It's blocked by Donovan. She caught one up high. But then the clear by Niffen. 40 to go here in the New Canaan power play. 5:48 left in the third. Courtney O'Connell, the senior captain, waits. Dumps it on in deep. Chasing after it, Grace Kroll. Comes back out to Kaylee Harden. Below the net, she'll take it. Not on the score sheet yet for Kaylee Harden. She continues with it on her backhand. Now dumps it on in for Grace Kroll. Comes back out to Donovan. She has some space, and she'll clear it out to the neutral zone. Chasing after it is Kate Bellissimo.
Another big clear there from Darien. That'll effectively kill the penalty.
We're back to 5-on-5 play here. Kaylee Harden tries to make a move, goes for a forehand. Takes a shot just wide of Whitcomb. Here's Tully along the left side boards. Still loose in the slot. Stein on defense. Less than 5 to go. Raymond. Toscano caught up in her skates, goes back to Raymond. On her backhand. Tries to throw it in front. Caught off by Tully. Flato in the corner. Now to Rayer. She can't get it out. Kept in by Stein. Edwards tries to keep it in. Throws in the slot. New Canaan will clear. It will not reach Whitcomb, so it'll be an icing.
Dylan, I've been holding on to a fun fact all game long.
Give it to us, Ted.
So, when Kelly was younger, Her older brother used to make her play goalie and shoot hockey pucks at her for him to get some practice. And it's surprising that she didn't turn out to be a goalie after all that practice when she was younger.
She must have been scored on a lot. Maybe that was the reason why.
Or she didn't like, pucks coming at her.
That's true.
Left and right. 4:28 left in the third. Ted, I enjoyed that fun fact, and I know you have much more to tell if we get more time.
I believe
in this game.
Lucy and Gretchen's mother gave Damien a whole list of fun facts. So if I get the chance, I'll say some.
Very thankful to the Edwards' family for those notes.
If we want to speak about the Edwards, I got a note on them. Sorry to say, but
tell us, Ted.
Gretchen, Lucy, and their older brother, they were all nominated for the DYHA, the Darien Youth Hockey Association Appleton Award, all in the same year. The first family to ever do so.
Wow. History made in the Edwards family. It'll be another icing, but no, it's waved off. Lexi Tully with blower on net makes a nice spin move. She'll look to clear it out. Nice cross-ice pass. She finds Lowe. New Canaan in the middle of a defensive change. Lowe puts it in deep. Massey on defense. Maggie Bellissimo also out there. Maddie Cloud on her backhand. Defended by Bellissimo. Kate, that is.
She's going to Stanford to play lacrosse.
Stanford's not that bad, I'll tell you that. Way better than where I go to school.
A lot of Darien kids go to Stanford.
I'll tell you folks, Stanford, it's with the N, it's not with the M. Now caught on in is Tully. She'll throw it on net. Saved by Whitcomb. 3 to go. Now back out point, Koo. Koo takes a slap shot. It's off the crossbar. Whitcomb did not even see it. Off the shoulder of Whitcomb. She clearly didn't have a read on it. It was blocked by a few players in front. Here's Niffen on the left side boards.
Whitcomb gave a little tap to the crossbar post area saying thank you very much.
Shot here goes just wide. Tully along the right side boards tries to get it out. And New Canaan will clear once again. That was a little bit of a lazy clear, Austin. Didn't get to the red.
No, you can't have that happen, especially 2.5 minutes to go. You really want to have the puck in the offensive zone and give Coach Buell as much time to potentially pull your netminder and get an extra skater on.
And that's what they'll look to do here in the last 2:30 when he sees fit. Little mask break here. Let both teams collect their thoughts, collect their breath. Toscano on the draw. Kroll for New Canaan. Back out to the point. Darien wins the faceoff. Stein over to Edwards. Pass cut by Courtney O'Connell. Courtney with speed. She'll look to dump it in and go right after it. Courtney throws it in front. Save. Rio scores! It's Kaylee Harden, and we're tied 3-3 with 2:20 to go.
That's what New Canaan needed in that first line. We haven't seen them out a ton tonight. And Dylan, if you didn't say don't pick Kaylee Harden, I definitely would have picked Kaylee Harden. No doubt there. But that was a tough one there for Whitcomb, who figured that she kind of...
Bit of a misplay there.
Yeah, a bit of a misplay. Came right to the slot. You got to get that one to the side. And Kaylee Harden was right there. She's been due for one for a while, it feels like, especially against Darien. That's her 8th goal and 14th point on the year. And, Ted, we might have some more time potentially for your facts if we go to overtime.
You're right. Stay tuned, folks. Grace Kroll in the corner, battling with Niffen.
I'll be like Ernie Johnson. Instead of EJ's Nito stat of the night, it'll be TB's
TB12, according to Jaden, or to Damien.
TB12 stat of the night.
Morgan Massey clears it to the neutral zone. We have a new game here, 3-3. Back and forth we go.
Love to see it, especially in a rivalry game. You know, I talked to Nell Niffen beforehand, and she said that, you know, we faced this New Canaan team once, and being able to face them twice in the same year, and especially not in a playoff setting, still so much excitement for this game, and so much preparation is being put in this game, and it's so great to not see a blowout.
We'll see another one, hopefully the same caliber on Tuesday night.
1:20 to go. Niffen over to Bellissimo. She loses it. Kane trying to get it out, and they do the neutral zone. Back over to Stein. Stein. She finds Donovan. She takes a shot. Gloved by Novick and cleared by New Canaan. That'll go for another icing with 1:01 to go. So from 2-0 New Canaan to 3-2 Darien, and now back to 3-3. Austin, not only was that a great goal by Kaylee Harden, but talk about who set up Courtney O'Connell in that wonderful rush.
Yeah, great rush there, and waited till the very last moment to play it over to the slot. And Whitcomb had a bit of an assist there, came right to Harden.
Stein, a shot almost got deflected in. Now another shot saved by Novik into the corner. Edwards, Darien trying for that game-winning goal. Looking for it now rather than overtime. Here's Toscano, looks to go to the slot. It's deflected behind the net. Tully on the ice. Battling in the corner. Now her sister. Can't get control. Into the neutral zone it goes. 30 to go. Offside by Darien as they went in and out.
Yeah, they're just looking to attack here. Getting a little too jumpy on that offensive zone, because they can feel the momentum possibly starting to shift. It is tied, but, you know, after Darien having a lead for almost the entire period and New Canaan getting that one, the momentum definitely shifted.
Here's Kaylee Harden. She tried to make a move. Great defense there by Morgan Massey. Harden goes hard into the boards. Massey will dump it on in. 15 to go. Last chance for the Blue Wave. Along the left side boards. 10 to go now. Niffen has Stein at the point. Feeds her. Stein shoots. Save. Rebound. It's loose. And Novik got it. Woo, take a breath, New Canaan fans.
That's the chance Darien was looking for. 4.4 seconds to go. Get it out to the point. Look for a deflection in front. Novik made, I believe, 2 saves there and then gloved it. And New Canaan may very well see this game out until overtime.
They hope so. 4.4 seconds to go. A face-off in the Darien offensive zone. They win it. It goes past the defender. Whitcomb will touch it, and that's the end of regulation. What a game we have for you on this Saturday night. 3-3.
You know, Novak on that last play, or on that last save there, you know, she was having trouble all night holding on to the puck, but she made it count when she did, or she made it count in the most pressure-filled time. I don't know if we're taking a break.
I do believe we'll have a certain intermission time, maybe as one between the first and the second period.
Yeah, there is a clock is currently rolling, 1:35, so it looks like it will be a short intermission.
So we'll take a quick minute break. 3-3 at the end of 3.
We are DAF Media, Darien's hometown source for sports, arts, and entertainment, established in 2017. We are Community, a volunteer-based organization that gives nearly 50 Darien High School students hands-on experience in video production. We are Cutting Edge, a STEM initiative. Students use cameras, computers, sound equipment, and innovative software. We are live, streaming 120 events. DAF Media.
And we are back for the fourth period, or as I like to call it, overtime. It is golden goal rules. The next person to score, if anyone does score, wins. 3-3 after 3. Dylan Pescator, Ted Brennan, and Austin Platt here on the DAF Media Network. It's going to be, thankfully, an 8-minute overtime period. The goalies didn't get the message that they had to switch to, so.
That would have been interesting.
That would have been an interesting situation.
So, Dylan, this is Darien's favorable side. They want to be coming towards where we are standing in the booth. We saw a 3-0 run coming towards us. We'll see if Darien can replicate some of that same success.
Kaylee Harden tried to enter the zone. Courtney O'Connell caught offside. So, Ted, we did promise the viewers that if there was an overtime, that you'd give us another story. So, here's your time.
Oh, man, let me
Look
see.
through your pages. I know you have almost a book over here.
Let me see. All right, so Kate Bellissimo
In the summer of 2019, she climbed Mount Kilimanjaro.
Wow.
And she was supposed to bike across Europe last summer, but we all know what happened last summer with COVID.
Wow, Mount Kilimanjaro. That is impressive, and you could tell by her endurance in this game. Darien cross-ice pass. Harden will have to defend. Coming in is Donovan. Harden will flip it. She goes to her D partner, Maisie Koo. Koo, dangerous pass in the slot, kept in by the Blue Wave. There's Edwards. Edwards shoots just wide. Bellissimo back out to Stein. Puck goes off of Harden, sick and out of play.
Dylan, I think all of the goals in this game have been scored on this net down here closest to us. Do we know if that's true?
Ted, I'm taking your word for it.
I
Ted.
believe so. New Canaan scored 2 in the first period.
2 in the first, Darien 3 in the second.
You're right.
And then New Canaan third.
All right, so if anyone's putting any money on this game, I'm not going to say it, but, you know, blue is a pretty cool color. Let's go to Lexi Tully along the right side boards, and she'll make the red and try to dump it in, and does. Minute pass here in the OT period. Jade Lowe to the circle, back out point, Amanda Benson. She'll play it safe. Now cutting to the slot, Lowe tries to put it on net. It rolls to Whitcomb, and she covers, and then a hit after the whistle. We're getting feisty here, folks.
Tensions are high, especially in a crosstown rivalry game.
We heard from the senior captains of the New Canaan hockey team that Darien is their favorite opponent just because of how much pressure there is on both teams. And Austin, Blythe Novick gave us a nice story about how much pressure she was facing in her first match with Darien as a freshman.
Yeah, certainly. She's played all 4 years. Actually, there was 2 penalties there offsetting. Kelly Raymond and Caitlin Tully offsetting penalties. You mentioned the hit at the end, so we're still going to skate 5 aside. But going back to Novick, started all 4 years, received all FCIAC or all state honors in all 3 years, and you assume a 4th one is to come. But certainly she just tells herself just to play well, doesn't set the bar too high for herself.
Back out point Benson. She shoots off the pad of Whitcomb. Here's Darien with a rush now. Niffin. Left side wall defended by Rayer, a freshman in overtime. Another freshman, Caitlin Tully, along with her sister Lexi, who now has the puck and throws it along the right side boards.
It's a lot of trust putting in some freshmen in a close to late game, especially in OT.
Here's a senior, Kelly Benson, centering the line. The freshman, Darien clears it out. Will be an icing. Speaking of freshmen, Austin, let's go back to that second Darien goal, I should say, on that 5-on-3. Coach Bill and you talked between, intermission. You were not happy with that, decision.
No,
to put Maisie Koo and Lexi Tully on the ice on that 5-on-3.
Yeah, you don't see both the freshmen. They're not the D pair, but McKenna Harden was on the shift, had an extended shift before that. And you have Kaylee Harden, the more offensive-minded forward, on a 5-on-3. That was probably not the smartest move.
McKenna Harden throws it on net, and we got a whistle. I believe the net was office mornings or an equipment issue.
Sometimes the refs just like to blow their whistles.
Press their whistles, Ted.
Oh,
you
right.
know. We're getting used to it, don't worry. Niffin off the face-off below her own goal line.
I'm used to calling basketball where they have their whistles in their masks.
That is a sight to see. Luckily, we're at the ice rink now in overtime. This wonderful crosstown rivalry game between Darien and New Canaan. It goes back out to McKenna Harden, now over to Maisie Koo. Koo with a pass. On the tape of Kroll. Kroll to the slot. Harden couldn't get it. Now Donovan. They're on goal line. Kaylee Harden. Stick away from the Darien defender. Kane in the midst of a change. Darien will get it out. It goes back out to Koo. Freshman. Facing a rival in overtime. Loose the neutral zone, now taken by New Canaan. Ariana Bell getting some ice time here for New Canaan. Darien now over to Donovan. On her backhand, it's a 1-on-4 situation. She'll keep it below the net. Back out point. A shot Blocked in the slot, loose in the crease. Novick quickly gets on it, and she'll cover.
Motion's running high. You know, some high intensity play. Maybe 1 or 2 penalties. Maybe not have been called for either side. But emotions are definitely running high here for both teams. And it's interesting because so many of these girls know each other from other sports and from just being neighbors.
Yeah, and looked like the refs were waiting there until Nova completely had it. In the first couple of periods, we see some whistles that were maybe a bit preemptive, and maybe they heard a word from the refs did from Coach Jamie Tropsa.
And Ted, you spoke about, you know, these two teams, Darien looking tired in the first. Now, especially with how hard they've been playing, both teams are really looking to get some fresh legs out there. Austin, did you see any on that last shift?
Yeah, it looked like they were getting Ariana Bell, the senior, out, who we saw a bit last year on the 3rd/4th line. Haven't seen much of her at all this year.
Leslie Tully on her backhand, moves to the front, now to the corner. Now behind the net it goes. A freshman defenseman trying to take it all the way on her backhand. Comes back out to the high slot. A shot, a bouncing puck goes over to Whitcomb. She stops it.
Those are always tough pucks to stop because you never know which way they're going to bounce.
Darien can't get it out. Forecheck by Kaylee Harden. Catherine Rayer still on the ice in her extended shift. Comes back out to Amanda Benson. She'll dump it on in. 3:30 left here in overtime. That first line coming back out for New Canaan. Austin looking out for Grace Kroll, his pick.
Darien's putting Bellissimo and Niffen up, and Donovan leading goal scorers.
Here's Bellissimo. She takes a shot, deflected to the corner by Koo. What a stick.
Great defense.
Now Courtney O'Connell, left side boards, tries to get it out. Niffen defending. Courtney trying to start another rush. She tried to get on the other side of the defender, but a great defense there by Cece Stein. Now Kaylee Harden, she gets taken down. No call by the ref. Letting the girls play here in overtime. Under 3 now.
Yeah, I think they're going to be a little more lenient. You don't want to have
in the midst of a change as Darien starts to rush.
You don't want to have one team start complaining like they scored because we were down 1, so.
Now here's a chance. Tully, she has a goal already. What defense, but she gets around to Tully, scores! The game winner, Kaylin Tully says good night, and New Canaan takes it on the road, 4-3.
Second goal of the night for Tully, second great move she made on the defender, and then once again went 5-pull on Whitcomb, and what a great way to end this game. New Canaan a huge win, gave up 3 unanswered goals in that second period. And unfortunately, our bet was gone. That was a goal on the other side of the ice. So for those of you betting at home, we apologize. But
don't take my advice.
Exactly.
Also, if you're betting on high school hockey, you might have
a
problem.
1-800-GAMBLER.
But what a great game between these two teams. They tapped their sticks. We were in for an absolute classic. That's one that we will not forget for a very long time. And hopefully these teams will meet again in the playoffs. On the DAF Media Network, final score 4-3 and a Caitlin Tully overtime winner. Dylan Pescator, Ted Brennan, Austin Platt. Thank you all for watching, and thank you to our crew, of course. Ted, give us the shout-outs.
So we got Will Eriks, Cole Murphy, Braden Shank, Kate DeMark, and of course we got these two goons up here in the booth with me. So thank you all for coming out tonight, and signing off. I'd like to apologize to Connor Sini. He's one of our other camera operators tonight. So thank you for everyone coming out tonight for the DAF Media crew. I'm Ted Brennan signing off.